This one is another rant. Somebody's asked me to do a couple of rants about things that annoy me and all that kind of thing. I'm not going to try and be political over them as such. There might be some stuff that's a bit political, but I don't mean it to come across that way. Anyway, I was driving through a town near where I live, and it's a busy road. It's like a ring road, and they've got obviously the road. It's just two-way traffic, lots of islands and all that kind of thing, and they've got a cycle path. Massively wide cycle path. In fact, I think the cycle path's about as wide as the road. So it's for pedestrians and cyclists. And you see these things all over the country, right? These cycle paths. But what always seems to amaze me on a busy road, right? It's a busy ring road around this town where I live near to. And you always get some pillock on a bike on the road. And I can't work it out because it's like you've got this cycle path there for safety, for a reason, to help keep the traffic flowing around the town. So why do cyclists still ride on the road when there's actually a path there? I can't work it out. If somebody is a cyclist who uses the road instead of the cycle path, I mean, it'd be lovely to read your comments at the bottom of this video, because it just amazes me that the councils and that, they spend a small fortune doing all these paths for the health and safety of a cyclist and to keep the traffic flowing, which is getting busy now. Don't get me wrong, I mean, there's a lot of cars and a lot of vans, lorries, buses and everything, motorbikes and that on the road. And you want to try and keep the traffic flowing. Yet you always seem to get some pillock in Lycra thinking he's Lance Armstrong, because he must be Lance Armstrong on drugs, because he's not on the bloody cycle path that's there provided for that person's health and safety. Money is being taken out of the system to put a cycle path there to keep cyclists safe. Yeah, they still ride on the path, on the road. What? I can't get my head around it. Shall I drive my van on the path so the cyclist is okay on the road? I just don't work it out. I can't work it out why they do it. Like I said, they get all the Lycra on, they've got all the gear, they've got a £5,000 bike, they're pedalling away. Look, you get a fat bloke in Lycra. It's not the prettiest of sights, and he's just like, and he's not like next to the path. He's actually into the middle of the road, so he knows. I'm sure they do it just to wind people up or to get a reaction. And they get these silly bloody cameras on their head so that they can video somebody having a go saying, oi, get on the bloody path. Get on the cycle path that's just cost us about £2.5 million. No, you'd rather ride on the road. And they come out with this crap of, I'll pay my road tax on your car. Well, I don't care if you do pay your road tax on your car. You're not in your bloody car. You're on your £5,000 bike, dressed in Lycra, looking like some kind of mime act, with a silly bloody hat on and a camera, looking like a bloody Dalek. Just can't weigh it up. I can't weigh up why you're not using something that's provided for you. A specialist kind of equipment of a path for a cycle path. Just can't weigh it up. So that's my moan and rant for today for this person who's asked me to do a moan and a rant. Why do cyclists not use cycle paths? Can't work it out. So if somebody can tell me, I'll be most happy if you could. All right, folks, I'll get you later.